This is Leo Cloutier with Malice to It None. It's indeed a pleasure to have as our guest today one of the outstanding young pitchers in the American League with the Oakland Athletics, currently leading the Western Division of the American League. I'd like to welcome to our show Jim Hunter. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you, Leo.
Jim, it certainly is a pleasure to have you here as our guest. Jim, it seems as though you've been in the major leagues for a number of years, and yet you're only 25, am I right?
That's right. I was 25 April 8th.
And Jim, you've been a sensation ever since you started. You came up strong. You pitched a perfect no-hit, no-run game, if I recall correctly.
That's right, against Minnesota Twins. It was, I think it was May the 8th in 68.
68. And you didn't pick on too soft a ball club, especially with that blacksmith playing first base by the name of Harmon Killebrew.
That's right. Harmon has always gave me a lot of trouble. But when I have real good stuff, I try to make him hit my pitch, and I think that's what I was doing that night.
Jim, when a fellow comes close to hitting 500 home runs, which he probably will achieve in the next week or so, he gives anybody trouble.
That's right. When he steps up to the plate, it looks like a big gorilla standing up there, you know, nothing but muscles. And, you know, if you make a mistake, he can hit it out of any part of the ballpark.
So, right. And, Jim, pitching a perfect no-hit, no-run game, that means that nobody reaches first base. You face the number of 27 men. It has to be a tremendous feat.
It was, Leo. I didn't realize what I really did until after the game. I went home, went out with some friends of mine, and next morning I finally realized that I pitched a perfect game. I couldn't believe it myself.
And you know, Jimmy, it's only up to that time it had been accomplished by only 12 men, or you were the 12th man to do it, which is tremendous when you realize the age of baseball, which is over 100 years old.
Yep, I still couldn't believe it. I can't believe it now, and I don't think I'll ever do it again. I'll be trying, but I think it's kind of hard to do.
You know, Jim, if I was to ask you what was the most memorable occasion in your career, a young career, although you've been up quite a number of years, I suppose you probably will go back to that no-hit, no-run game.
That's right. I'll always remember that, and I think most of the fans will remember that about me.
Jimmy, outside of that 68 performance, what year did you have? What is your best year that you had prior to that performance?
I think last year I had the best year. I won 18 games and lost 14. But I think in 67, when Alvin Dark was our manager, I threw the best, and I felt better pitching that year than I ever had. I pitched in 261 innings. I had 198 strikeouts and earned run average of 2.80. But my won and loss record was 13 and 17. But we didn't have the hitters that we've got now. And that's the main part of winning the game, is the hitters coming in and getting you runs. It's easier to pitch.
Jimmy, I see our time is up, and I certainly want to thank you very much for this interview, and I want to wish you and the Oakland Athletics not only that divisional title, also that pennant, and then that World Series. You can get that big check, which you so much deserve.
That would be great. Then I could hunt all winter.
You're right, Jimmy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leo.
Thank you, Jim. This was an interview with Jim Hunter, the star pitcher of the Oakland Athletics, and this brings us to the end of With Malice to It. And until tomorrow at the same time, Leo Cloutier, good day.
Brought to you by PosterFix. At PosterFix, we bring your vintage posters back to life. To learn more about Leo Cloutier's sports world, visit leocloutier.com.